Hey everyone, thanks for coming along and watching Adrian Has Bees. I actually bought an observation hive the other day, and tonight I'm actually going to load it up. We're going to put some frames from Jetta in here. I've also got a frame feeder in there that we're going to get some sugar water and put in here. And then tomorrow I'm going to go to I think it's called a Western Days at the Mining Museum here in Colorado Springs. And we're going to go and show off our bees. And the fun thing about this, you can see this is plexiglass, and we can put a frame up top that has the queen on it, and then people can see inside here, but we can actually have it all enclosed so bees aren't flying around. And that way, if anyone is vulnerable to bee stings or something, we won't have to worry about them. So thanks for coming along, and I'm going to film getting this loaded up with these bees. Thanks for coming along, everyone. Alrighty, let's get this party started. So what I've done, I've got the hive with just a feeder in there. And I checked to make sure that 4 frames will fit inside there. So I'm going to take the 4 frames out plus a 5th one to put in here. Make sure everything's ready to go. I think we are. Got a few lingering bees on that lid. This hive actually seems to be doing quite well. Look at all these bees. Okay. So, got some wax that's on that frame, but it hasn't really been built out by them, which is about the same way I found it the last time. Okay, this seems to be a frame they're certainly working on. Ooh, there was some honey there. That might be a frame to go in the My suspicion is that that one's gonna be most likely to have a queen on it. Hi guys, welcome back. I'm going to show you putting this observation hive back into Jetta, the actual hive. But first, before I do that, I'm just going to show you what an observation hive kind of does. and how we can use this to show people and educate people on beehives. So you can see in here now, you can see the actual comb, you can see that. Ideally, I would have had the queen up here so you can see the queen doing her thing. But as it turned out, I ended up putting the queen in the bottom, and I wasn't able to find her quickly for the event that I was setting this up for. So thanks for coming along, everybody, with Adrian Has Bees. I hope everyone's been having a great August. We're almost at the end of August, which means that in the beehive world, we're starting to get prepared for winter. I want to start making sure all these hives have treatments for varroa mites so that they don't get viruses, and we have the best chance of giving them success through the winter. First things first. Move that over. Let's open up Jetta. Very noisy because their queen's not there. I'm going to set those frames aside that we know they don't need. Yeah. This I'm going to leave right there. Hope that those girls make their way back in. And I've got 3 more here. This one's not quite so heavy. This is the one that's probably got the queen on it. Okay, frame feeder. Still has quite a bit of water in it, sugar water. So maybe I put that in there in this back side here. Instead of that frame, which is not doing anyone any good at the moment. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Watch out, girls, out of the way. Now we'll go around the front. What we're going to do around the front is try and set it up so that all the remaining bees in the boxes will find their way back into that hive that they belong in. So let's see how long it might take them to all climb out of that box, make their way up to that hive, which is home.
Well, I gotta get rid of all these darn tumbleweeds out here. Don't like yard work, but one of those necessary evils.
So you can see the bees are starting to send out the pheromones. These bees here are all lined up sending out pheromones, and then they're creating this line so that the bees will know where to go. So hopefully we'll start seeing them all marching in very soon. Here they come. Come on home, girls. There you go. See, some of them are stopping along the way to help send that pheromone out that this is where home is. So I'm confident all these bees that are still alive will make it back in. Hopefully that hive will be set up for winter. I'm still not completely confident if I'm gonna try and get it to survive winter, or if I'll merge it with one of the other hives. We'll see. So while we're watching all these bees marching home, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's watching the YouTube channel. The videos, I enjoy making them so that my family can see what's going on, but I've come to realize that there's a lot of other people that enjoy the journey as well. So if you have any questions about beekeeping, feel free to ask. I just spent this weekend at a exhibit where we took this observation hive out, so people who aren't used to beekeeping can actually see a hive in action and see how all the bees interact and work. And it was part of the Pikes Peak Beekeeping Association here in the Pikes Peak region of Colorado. And we had a good day. It was a small event, but it was fun to be out there and talking with the public and educating kids on everything to do with these wonderful pollinators and how they create queens and how they replace queens. There's all kinds of interesting facts around bees. So I'm certainly glad I've taken the time to learn about them, and I encourage anyone else to ask questions and help figure out if they're interested in beekeeping. And if you are, contact your local association. Most associations put on classes, beginning beekeeping, so that you can get a little taste of what it might be like. And yeah, it's good fun. See these girls marching in. Hopefully my camera battery will last long enough to where you can see most of them go in. I'm going to put the microphone down a little closer so you can hear the girls.